in Los Angeles. This is David Lawrence's personal netcast.
Now you can make as much noise with the controller as you want, sir.
Okay. Well, what would you like to see?
Well, nothing yet. Hang on. I just wanted, if you wanted to make noise, you could now. I just didn't want it to be over.
Well, if you want me to go into some action, I can go ahead. And make sure I'm ready to go right away.
We're live on the air, so you can just do whatever you want. But let me just introduce you. How's that?
Sure.
It's the David Lawrence Personal Netcast podcast, IGN GameSpy LiveWire edition. Rod Ferguson is with us from Epic Games. What are we seeing on the Xbox 360?
Going to be Gears of War.
Gears of War. This is a special bonus. We had no idea. The Personal Netcast never has big name stars. Well, that's all the broadcast stuff. 45,000 people on the Netcast, and they get you. This is fantastic. So tell us about the game.
Gears of War is a third-person tactical action horror game, is the way we sort of sum it up in one sentence. It's basically a third-person shooter that allows you to go in onto the planet of Sarah. And I'll just start it up here. Basically, the story takes place about Marcus Phoenix. He's a hero, former war hero who's been put in prison for treason. Right. And you start the game basically in prison with your best friend coming to break you out.
When is this coming out?
It's coming out on Emergence Day 2006.
Emergence Day,
yes.
2006. What is that?
Emergence Day is the day that basically started when the Locust Horde emerged from underground and laid siege to the planet. And that was the day that's been forever known as Emergence Day.
In the game?
Yes.
And do you know what the actual Earth date is on that?
No, same thing. When the Locust Horde emerged from underground, that's when they...
see. So we're looking for locusts.
Exactly.
We're looking for them to be emergent.
Exactly.
And that will be Emergence Day.
And then you can go to the store and pick up the game.
I see. All right. So we missed a couple of sections there in the event-based thing.
Changed.
Whetting the appetite.
Exactly.
We can't say it's 2 weeks from now because who knows? They may be on vacation.
Right.
These locusts may be tired.
No, they're underground.
E3, they're underground. They're sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Absolutely.
All right. So who are we seeing here? Who's this guy?
So basically, that's Dominic.
He said shit.
He did say shit.
Thank God we didn't have you on the broadcast. We have to cut all this out.
It's a mature title, if you didn't know that.
I love it.
So Dominic Santiago, again, this is he's come to basically you've been put in prison for treason, and everybody else has been pardoned. They're so losing the war, they've pardoned every prisoner to kind of get soldiers back in the army.
This guy on the left seems winded.
Yeah, it's a tough time in the solitary confinement. Right, okay, so Marcus has been in solitary, and now the place has been abandoned, overrun with locusts, and his best friend's come to get him out.
I see them flying all over the place.
Yeah, so here, this is what's going on is that Dom, basically, this is the way that we're doing the Y inversion check. So when Dom comes and rescues, he's like, hey, before we want to make sure you're okay, here, follow this flashlight. And this is the way that we get you to look up and we get you to look down.
And
so
again.
We can see, okay, we see now how your controls want to be set. So we can set your controls right away, so you can just get ready to the game. You don't have to go to an options menu. You don't have to do that sort of thing.
All right, look at that smoke. That smoke is great.
So the thing we're doing in the tutorial is we have two different ways you can go. So we wanted to have a way that, so if you're an experienced gamer, you played a lot of Unreal Tournament, you played a lot of Halo, you want to just get in and fight, we have a path for that. If you've never played a shooter before, but maybe the action horror part kind of piqued your curiosity, you can go in and take an easier path and get sort of handheld through the tutorial.
Very cool.
When we go talk to Dom, he'll offer
All right, Marcus. There are two ways out of here. We can go the safe way through the guards' quarters, or we can go balls out through the prison blocks. It's your call.
So now I get to make the choice. Do I want to go through the fast way right into combat, or do I want to take the train? So for here, let's take the combat.
Let's take the prison blocks. I'm ready to kick some ass.
He said
Hell
ass.
yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
So
who did the sound on this for you?
We're en route.
In terms of the voiceovers? Yeah, Marcus is being voiced by John DiMaggio. You'll know him from Bender from Futurama.
Sure.
Yeah, and Dominic Santiago is being voiced by Carlos Ferrara. And you see we have that Y icon with the eye. What that is that's called our point of interest indicator. So it's the way we keep the game cinematic.
That's your first mission to get out of the prison?
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. Checking on that.
And so, but Dom was not supposed to come and get you, so the helicopters don't know you're in here. So they're still attacking. They don't know they're actually putting your life in jeopardy while they're fighting the locusts.
I see.
So he's like, we got to get out of here. So basically, you hustle through, you kick open the door. Dead bodies are always a good thing.
That is not sexy at all.
Going on in this prison.
At one time it was sexy. That is not sexy at all.
Not at all.
No.
So again, we see, there's something cinematic about to happen. If I hold down the Y, I get to see the helicopter go over, get an attack on the prison, so we need to get out of here soon. Tower's collapsing. Oh, and out come the locust drones. So now I got to take cover.
Locust drones are much larger than locusts.
Yes, they are.
They're more human.
Oh, they're from underground. You don't know what's going to happen to them once they're underground.
Oh, look at that.
That's a gun jam.
Look at that heat waving.
Yeah, it's distortion around your muzzle flash. And basically, once you're in cover, you can just flip over, do a little SWAT turn, you go over. I can mantle over to close the distance. Get in there, get tight cover. Oh, just being cagey. Place some fire on him. We got an active reload system. If I do a reload and I time it just right, I can get an extra bonus on my weaponry. But if I do it bad, you'll hear him grunt and groan and bang his weapon. I'll actually lose some time on my reload. Now I can go to shotgun. I've softened him up a little bit. I take a little cover. Maybe I'll get a blind fire. Oh, shotgun blast. Oh, and when they get close, you can go switch to chainsaw and just cut them up.
Wow, that's a lot of blood. Wow.
So, the chainsaws.
It's always good to carry a chainsaw with you.
It is, as like Cliff likes to say, an assault rifle with a chainsaw bayonet is like the chocolate and peanut butter of weaponry.
Absolutely. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate, your blood on my chainsaw.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
we could do play-by-play of games, Smith.
You could.
Don't you think?
I think so.
At least demos.
Yeah, exactly. Color commentary.
How many layers of this do you have to play through to get out of the prison?
The prison, basically, once we get out of this yard, again, this is the quick path out. So we got to fight here in the cell block, and then once we clear them out, then we got to fight in the prison yard, and then we got to basically get away from the biggest monster you're going to see in the game. This is something we like to call the Corpser. It's basically like a troop carrier for the locusts that carries soldiers to the surface.
Right. There's no man sex going on in this prison, is there?
Not that I'm aware of, although they may find the occasional bar of soap hidden somewhere in a corner.
All right, fine.
The shower's been shut down for a while, so again, he's been distracted with Dom, so let's just bring the chainsaw.
There we go, more blood.
And get close. There's one guy held up in the bunker. So
I think we're going to get just basically out of this room before the podcast is over.
Okay, well, just throw a grenade. You see we have bolo grenades, so it allows you to have better control. You can aim, and also what's cool is because the enemy has to stand up and throw this bolo grenade, you can see them and react to them. You can get into cover, you can get out of cover depending on what they're doing. So having the bolo grenade is really great for the gameplay as well. It just looks cool. So, they're at the door. This may be a good place to end. We never know what's going to come through that door.
Might be Carol Merrill.
They never know. They're getting through.
Who knows?
Let's get some ammo.
Sweet.
Oh, like the ammo.
They're cutting through the door with some sort of a torch.
Yep. And then when they come in, if I go aim for the legs, you can actually slow them down. So you can bring them down, slow them down, maybe get a few headshots in while you're at it.
Yeah.
Soften them up for Dom.
These guys are more heavily armored than the first guys, aren't
Well, the drones, no. Basically, the drones are monsters from underground. They're not humans. This isn't a World War II game. It's not just like, one shot, one kill kind of thing. You got to soften them up, and you got to take your time with them. And that's why the whole thing is we want to, the game needs to be lethal so that you have to take cover. If it was a one shot, you would just be running and gunning like any other game.
they? Sure.
Oh, what the heck? Let's end it on a chainsaw. I tell you, multiplayer, there's nothing better than chainsaw.
I just can't get used to that, man.
And in multiplayer, you can revive guys, so you shoot them, they go down but not out, and they're on all fours breathing. You can actually
bring down the audio on the game first, just so we can talk real briefly. Do we have any questions in the chat room on this?
Oh, God, I was so captivated by the blood fountain from the chainsaw. I haven't even been looking.
If we could do that with every one of our guests, this show we'd be done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, some people asked what the single most thing we were excited about was in the game. I guess I could ask you. I'm most excited about the blood spray, apparently. So
I think it's the faceplate on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, I already asked about how we can get one of those. But go ahead and what's your favorite feature of this game so far?
Well, we're having a lot of fun right now in the multiplayer. We've been doing a lot of 4-on-4 multiplayer up in the booth, and it's just been a great time. We got a great feature where you can be down and not out, and you're down on all fours and you're incapacitated, and a friend comes up and he presses X, he revives you, you're back in the game full health, you get your team again. But if an enemy comes up on you and you're down on all fours, they press X, they curb stomp you into the pavement.
That's where you
and
find
you're
the
gone.
soap, I think.
Yes, exactly.
That's where the soap comes in. Death soap. All right, so we've got maybe a minute left. Yes, Fargo?
Yeah, no, I jumped in. I got to play a little bit of multiplayer of this at the Xbox booth, and I just got to say, for the people listening out there, it really has a different feel. It doesn't feel like Halo. It doesn't feel like Unreal Tournament. You really gotta get behind cover. You really gotta crouch. You're really peeking out behind stuff, and it's really dangerous out there. You have a real kind of visceral thrill.
We didn't even get out of the prison. We didn't get into the prison yard.
Right, exactly. I was outside in city streets, ducking behind ruined cars, diving across alleyways, trying to find cover. Very good feel.
So
And I can't let you go without asking about a demo through the Xbox Live marketplace. You guys planning anything like that at all?
Not pre-release, not pre-launch, but we might have something after we launch.
Okay.
All right. And when is this due out again?
Emergence Day 2006.
Yeah, but sometime this year.
That's what the 2006 indicates.
I get you. Okay. Hey, look, don't get smart with me, man. I got guys with
the vaguest release date we've gotten so far.
Well, then he came up with this whole backstory, and I pointed out that locusts are inherently lazy. So
as you can see, not though. I mean, now that you've seen them in action.
No, wait, hold on. I haven't seen any locusts doing anything except buzzing around, going, "Nice job, drones." All right, this is great, and thank you so much, Rod Ferguson from Epic Games, for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
Very cool. All right. Of course, we can't put this on air because they say shit and whatnot in the thing, but that's okay.
But that's what's great about being an insider.
Yeah.
See the video.
Lawrence's Personal Netcast Podcast.